Jai Hind, dear students. Today we are going to learn the last chapter in Accounting for Partnership Firm. Dissolution of Partnership Firm is the last chapter from the 30-mark area related to Accounting for Partnership. And in this chapter, you will learn about the preparation of different accounts at the time of winding up of the all activities related to partnership business. And you can face 8-mark question from this chapter also. So you have to watch the full video to learn the whole concepts. What are the different criteria for dissolution, conditions for dissolution, the different accounts to be prepared at the time of winding up of the company, the partnership business. So first of all, we have to learn what is dissolution. As per the section 39 of the Partnership Act 1932, the dissolution of partnership between all the partners of a firm is called the dissolution of partnership between all the partners is known as dissolution of the firm. They are breaking the agreement and going to wind up all the activities. It will lead to the breaking of relationship between all the partners of the firm. Also, this brings an end to the existence of a firm, and no business is transacted after dissolution except the activities related to the closing of the firm. Only the transactions related to paying liability at the time of closing will be held at the time of dissolution of a firm. Remember, it is as per the section 39 of the Indian Partnership Act 1932. As per that, the whole activities will be ended related to a particular partnership firm. And here we have to learn the different criteria or the items we have to consider at the time or the conditions of dissolution. Dissolution of partnership, it will happen under the following conditions. Change in the existing profit sharing ratio among the partners. When they admit the new partner, at that time also the existing firm will dissolve and they will create a new business. At the time of retirement, death of a partner, insolvency of a partner, maybe at the time of completion of a project or venture, and expiry of the particular period of business. All these criteria are for winding up the business related to a particular partnership. Sometimes it may continue, like in the case of admission, retirement, and death, maybe at the time of insolvency. Here we have to learn the different ways of dissolution of a partnership business. First one is related to dissolution by agreement. So the dissolution of partnership may happen with the mutual agreement between the partners, with the consent of all the partners, or in accordance with the contract between the partners. Compulsory dissolution will happen. A firm will be compulsorily dissolved when all the partners or all but one partner become insolvent. Sometimes a partner among the firm is insolvent. At that time, it will happen. That means he is not able to or incompetent to sign in contracts. That is why it is dissolved. When the business of the firm becomes illegal, you know very well in the feature of partnership, it is very clearly listed the business of partnership should be lawful. If they are not doing any lawful business, automatically it will be closed. And when some events has take place which makes it unlawful for the partners to carry on the business of the firm in partnership. Like the same, if the partners are knowingly or unknowingly doing any unlawful business, illegal business in the name of that partnership firm, at that moment also it will dissolve. And another criteria on the happening of certain contingencies, unforeseen events. If constituted for a fixed term by the expiry of that term, it will happen, the dissolution of partnership will happen maybe at the expiry of the particular period for which it is started. If constituted to carry out one or more venture by the completion thereof, if they are constituting, creating this partnership to complete a particular aim or a project, At the end of that, it will dissolve. Maybe by the death of a partner, the firm will dissolve. By the adjudication of a partner as insolvent. Adjudication means, as per the court, they are declaring that it is the partner is insolvent. At that time also, the firm will dissolve. Also, the dissolution of the partnership will occur when one of the partner gives a notice in writing to the other partners, and that notice will include his intention of seeking dissolution of the firm. So at that moment, they will join together, they will conduct one meeting. After that meeting, they will take the decision to wind up the business. So dissolution by notice, in this, one partner, if he is not interested to continue in business, can give a notice to the other partners after the carry out of a particular meeting, maybe their general body meeting. They can take the decision to wind up the organization. Dissolution also carried out by court. At the suit of a partner, the court may pass an order to dissolve the partnership firm under the following grounds. When a partner becomes insane means having unsound mind. Suppose at that moment, if one partner becomes having abnormal mind or abnormal mentality, at that moment, the court can pass the order to wind up the business. When a partner becomes permanently incapable of performing his duties as a partner, at that moment also court will pass the order to wind up the business. When a partner is guilty of misconduct, which is likely to adversely affect the business of the firm due to the malpractices of a partner, at that moment also the firm will dissolve. When a partner persistently commits breach of partnership agreement, when a partner knowingly makes the breach of partnership agreement, not following the rules and regulations in the partnership deal, at that moment also the court will interfere and will direct to dissolve the business. When a partner has transferred the whole of his interest in the firm to a third party, you know very well, without the consent of other partners, no one partner is allowed to transfer the shares to others. So if one partner is doing without the consent of the other remaining partners, he is transferring his shares to a third party. At that moment also, there will be a dispute against the partners, and the court will pass the order to wind up the business. When the business of the firm cannot be carried out except at a loss. Every time they are getting continuously loss, consistently they are getting loss instead of profit. At that particular moment also they can dissolve the firm. And also when on any ground the court regards dissolution of the business is compulsory, at that moment also the court will interfere and will pass the order to wind up to end all the activities related to the partnership. So these are the different ways and conditions through which the partnership firm dissolved. Very important accounting treatment of dissolution. What are the different accounts to be prepared at the moment of dissolution of a business? Here we have to prepare a realization account, partners loan account, partners capital account, and also the cash or bank account through which the amount of cash to a partners is distributed. So realization account, partners loan account, partners capital account, and cash or bank account. All these things we have to prepare. Why we are not preparing the balance sheet? Because we are winding up all the business. So no need to prepare the balance sheet at the time of dissolution. We have to prepare as the last account cash or bank account. So what is a realization account? Instead of the revaluation account, here we are preparing a realization account, and the preparation is entirely different from the preparation of revaluation account. A realization account is a nominal account. You know very well the rule of nominal account: debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. But it is something different. Here we are preparing this account as a nominal account at the time of dissolution of the firm to ascertain or to find out the profit or loss on realization of assets and payment of outsiders liability. By selling the assets, this account shows the sale of asset and the settlement of liability. If anything is remaining there, that will be treated as profit or loss. So this account is closed by transferring the balances to partners capital account. Like the same, all the partners will get amount of realization, profit of realization as per their sharing ratio, as per their old profit sharing ratio. So it is a nominal account. We have to know what are the different procedures related to the preparation of realization account. So you have to be very careful. It is the format of realization account. Remember, it is not the same as we prepared in the admission or retirement and death with the title revaluation. It is entirely different. So, first of all, when we prepare the realization account, we have to transfer all the assets in the old balance sheet. The question will be in the form of balance sheet. All the assets in the debit side of realization account. We will write there two sundry assets. But we have to consider some other assets, like we have to exclude, no need to take some assets from asset side. We have to exclude cash and bank balance. So no need to transfer the cash and bank balance from the old balance sheet. This cash and bank balance will be taken, cash or bank balance, either one amount will be there, that will be taken while preparing the cash or bank account. Fictitious assets will be there, that's also not taken. Debit balance of profit and loss, it will be transferred to partner's capital account. Debit balance of partner's capital or current account, no need to transfer it to the realization. No need to transfer that amounts into realization. So that debit balance of profit and loss and also debit balance of partner's capital account, that will be transferred to partner's capital account. Loan to a partner. Loan to a partner, it will appear in the asset side, that indicates the amount of loan given by the firm to the partner, that will be transferred to partner's capital account. No need to transfer all these items in realization account. No need to transfer all these items in the realization account. Remember that. So remember, first of all, we will transfer all the assets except cash or bank balance, fictitious assets, debit balance as per the profit and loss, debit balance of partner's capital or current account, loan to partner. We will exclude all these items. We will never transfer all these items into realization. Only items like fixed assets and current assets, it will be transferred to debit side of realization account. And in the credit side, we will transfer the liabilities. Remember that we will transfer all the liability. There also we will exclude some items. The credit balance of profit and loss or any other accumulated profit and losses. Profit like reserve, partner's capital account or current account, loan from a partner and bank overdraft. All these items are not transferred from liability side to realization. So what we will transfer? We will transfer the creditors, the value of creditors, then the bills payable, bank loan, etc. It will be transferred as per their original value. We will transfer. So that is the first step in the realization. we have to transfer all the items. Then we have to realize the values. What is the present value at the time of dissolution of the organization? We have to find out that value. So, whenever some assets are sold, it will be transferred to credit side. One more item is there, the amount appearing as a deduction from debtors, that amount also directly transferred. Provision on any asset, provision for depreciation or provision for doubtful debt, that amount also directly transferred to the realization account credit side. Remember that. After that, we will realize the values. Whatever may be the assets sold, it will be written under by bank or cash. We will write the value of the sales of the fixed asset. And remember, suppose one asset is taken over by one partner, we will write by partner's capital account. Suppose one asset is taken over by a partner, we will write here by partners. We will write here by partners capital account. We will write here. It is not recorded. We will write here by partners capital account. Okay. And suppose one liability is taken over by one partner, we will write on the debit side of realization account to partners capital. Like the sum when one asset is taken over by partner, that will be written here by partners capital. And at the time of payment of liability, we will write to cash or bank. We will write to cash or bank. And if there is any expense for realization of the items, realization expense, that will be transferred. That will be transferred to cash or bank. It is for the realization of liability. It is for the realization of expenses, realization expenses. You will write to cash or bank. And the remaining it will be transferred to partners capital account. The remaining will be transferred to partners capital account. So this is the format of preparing realization account. First of all, we will transfer all the assets into debit side, liability into the credit side, provision for any item, any asset it will transfer to credit side, except some items. Then we will write the selling value of sales price of the assets by bank or cash. If an asset is taken over by one partner, by partner's capital account. Also, when the value of liability realized means paid, it will be written in the debit side to cash or bank. Any realization expense, that also noted here to cash or bank. Suppose one liability is paid by the partner, that will be recorded in the debit side to partner's capital. And the remaining amount will be transferred to partner's capital in their old profit sharing ratio. So this is the way to prepare the realization account. After that, we have to prepare partner's loan account. You know very well, when the firm collects some amount as loan from the partner, at that moment we have to prepare a small account, partner's loan account. When the firm or the partner has given any loan to the firm, his loan will be paid after payment of all outside liability. So we have to open a small account, small partner's loan account. First we will transfer the amount from the balance sheet by balance brought on. We will write the amount. That amount will be closed by paying cash or bank by the firm. By paying the cash or bank by the firm. So partner's loan account is prepared like this. First of all, we will transfer from the liability side the partner's loan. Then we will find out the total. We will find out the total, and the amount will be transferred to cash or bank account. So this is the format of preparing partner's loan account. Also, partner's capital account will include items balance brought down, any additional capital introduced in the form of asset or goods or cash, interest on capital, salary to that partner, commission to that particular partner, profit and loss appropriation profit balance, any accumulated profit and reserves, if any liability taken over by partner, realization, and realization profit. And if for the settlement of the accounts, sometimes the partner have to, only in rare cases the partner have to bring cash. At that time, by cash or bank, the amount brought in by the partner. And debit side drawings, interest on drawings, all these things you know. Accumulated losses like profit and loss balance, debit balance, advertisement suspense account, deferred revenue expenditure, all these things. Profit and loss appropriation, loss amount, realization, some assets taken over by the partner. That is noted in the realization account. The closing entry, next entry will be in the capital account. And if there is realization loss, it will be transferred to debit side. Cash or bank account, that shows the excess amount that is paid to the partners. The remaining amount paid to the partners through their cash or bank account. And also sometimes we will prepare a memorandum of balance sheet. If a balance sheet on the date of dissolution is not given, in order to find out the missing figure, we will prepare a statement or a balance sheet. At the time of winding up, if the old balance sheet is not given, we have to identify the missing amounts, the balancing figure. There is always advisable to prepare a memorandum balance sheet on the date of dissolution and to ascertain the amount of balancing figure. Sometimes the amount of asset will not be given. They will give only the amount of liability. So we will prepare a memorandum balance sheet as the same of balance sheet. There we will write all the liability items in the debit side, and total we will find, and not in the debit side, in the liability side. And the remaining total, the total amount will be transferred into the asset side, and we will write sundry assets. That is the missing figure or balancing figure. So in order to identify that value of asset, we are preparing asset or any other item missing. We want to know, to realize or to transfer to the realization account, and also to realize. At that time, we have to prepare the memorandum of balance sheet. It is usually needed when some items are missing. So from this problem, we have to prepare the accounts necessary for the partners dissolution, partnership dissolution. Sita, Rita and Mita are partners sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 2:1. Their balance sheet is given. Remember, what are the items we will transfer to realization? Cash at bank we will never transfer. Stock will be transferred. Furniture will be transferred. Debtors will be transferred. Plant and machinery will be transferred to realization debit. Here, general reserve we never take. Creditors will be transferred. Capital also transferred to partner's capital account. So only creditors will be there in the credit side of realization account. And additional informations are there that shows what is the present value of each item. So at the time of dissolution, plant and machinery 4,250. Before that, what is the amount? 4,500. So the selling price of plant and machinery is 4,500. 4,250 and stock 3,500. No need to consider the previous value. We are not taking any difference. We are taking the selling price directly by cash or bank. Debtors value realized 1,850 and furniture value 750. Sida agreed to bear all the realization paid by the firm expenses. So the Sida will give realization expenses, and for the services, Sida is paid 60. For the services of Sida, Sida is controlling the activities related to realization of assets and liabilities. Okay, for that Sida is paid rupees 60. Actual expenses of realization are 450. So what we have to do? What we have to do? It will be appearing in the realization account. We will learn how to adjust all these things in the realization form. Creditors were paid. Creditors were paid 2% less. What is the value of creditors? 2000. So less 2%, it is the realized value. There was an unrecorded asset 250. We have to realize that, which was taken over by Rida. Rida taken over the asset. When we have to write by Rida's capital 200. So we have to prepare the accounts to close the business of the firm. First of all, we have to prepare the realization account. Remember what are the items we have to transfer. So in the debit side, stock 2,500 we will transfer. Furniture we are transferring the same price 1,000. Debtors 2,000. Transferring means we are taking the same item from the balance sheet and writing here. Plant and machinery 4,500. So that is the procedure related to transfer of asset. And creditors is the only item in the liability side. 2,000 is the amount. It is transferred. Then what we have to do? Next, what we have to do? There is an realized value of bank, means a realized value of all the assets. It is given in the question. Additional information, the realized value of plant, debtors, stock, furniture. We have to write under the heading bank. We have to write under the heading bank. And the total will be written in the amount column. Also, there is an unrecorded asset, which is taken over by Rida. So we will write, instead of bank or cash, we will write Rida's capital 200. And here we are realizing, we are paying the amount of creditors, and the total value of creditors is 2,000, but it is paid less than 2%. Less than 2% means 2,000 minus 40. So we will get the amount 1,960. So that is the amount which shows the realization. And Sida have to pay only 60 as a realization expense. The total amount of realization is 450, but it will be adjusted in his capital account, her capital account. But here she have to pay 60 as a realization expense. So Sida pays. So Sida's capital account 60, the realization expense. Then we will find the total of the sides, and it will come, the total in the credit side will come 12,550. We will write the highest total, and we will find the difference. The balance amount we will get 530. It will be shared as per their old ratio 2:1. Sida will get 212, Rida will get 212, Meeta will get 106. So this is the way of preparing realization account. Then we have to prepare the partner's capital account. We will write the opening balance for each partner, 5,000, 2,000, 1,000. There is an item, there is an accumulated reserve in the old balance sheet, 2,500. That amount will be transferred like the same. It will be distributed to the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So 1,000, 1,500. And the realization profit, from the realization account we are transferring the realization profit 212. 212 and 106. And Sida gives a realization expense. Remember, it comes in the debit side of realization account, so opposite side of capital account. So entry, remember, realization account at 2, Sida's capital is that entry. But when we record in the capital account, it will be by realization 60. And in the debit side, Sida pays 450. Sida pays 450 when she gives the realization expense 60 compensate on behalf of the firm. She pays 450. That is here. And one asset is taken over by Rida, 200, the unrecorded asset. And we will find out the total in the credit side, also in the debit side. We will write the difference to bank. We will write the difference to bank for each one. And that bank amount will be transferred to bank account when we prepare the bank account. So look at the bank account. It will begin with the opening balance. Balance brought down 2500. Then we will transfer the realization of asset. The amount that is appearing in the credit side of realization, total realization value of asset. Also here in the credit side, by realization, the value of creditors. And Sida's capital amount paid. There we have written in the debit side to bank 450. After that, the remaining amount of balance amount of their capital will be transferred to credit side. For each partner, we are transferring. This indicates the remaining amount of partners are paid through their bank or cash account. So this is the way how to prepare the different accounts at the time of dissolution of the firm. And when there is an item partners loan account, at that time also we have to prepare another small account, partners loan account. So these are the different accounts we have to prepare, final accounts at the time of dissolution of partnership firm. Hope it is very easy for you. Please watch this video. We will solve more problems to enrich your knowledge regarding the preparation of final account at the time of dissolution. So thank you for